Oh no, it's another box video. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Argos Anonymous. I'm Argos. We are tasked with a mission to find the most damaged, beat up, and lucky box of Nightfall for my friend and patron Hoover to dive into. He actually ordered quite an awesome medley of things. We're going to open some not today, but overall, some Kryptonation blister packs, some fan art blister packs, some Magicast, and a legendary booster box of Nightfall. Nightfall has drifted down in value so much that it's really close to MSRP. And I have a couple of beat up boxes, but I want to find the absolute worst one, like the crushiest of the crush, in the hopes that it is the luckiest, so we can pull some awesome stuff for Mr. Hoover. Yeah, Nightfall now, man. If you've been waiting to taste the glory that is the Nightfall booster box, it's going to be hard to get better than this, except it could, right? I mean, like, it's been drifting down. There were boxes of Nightfall available at Collecticon in Fort Worth for like $125 a box. Yes, and that was tax-free because you're paying in cash at Collecticon. So could it go lower? Truth is, it could. You've got people that are still sitting on cases. Cough, cough. You've got people that are just kind of hanging out, and you still have a recession going on, all this inflation, all this crap. And it's possible. I mean, people are eating up Nightfall for sure, but it's possible that if this is a prolonged, situation that's going on, that yeah, it could go lower. It could just keep drifting. The trend is definitely still down. I mean, it hasn't snapped back yet. At some point, I guess you'd like to see it actually get absorbed. But I think what you're seeing is the effect of so many people buying something just to hoard it. Like, so much FOMO was in play when Nightfall came out, and you just had stores that just kept their entire allocation sealed, just to hoard it, just to hang on to it, waiting for the day that they could sell it 8 months later for $10 million and a free puppy and a goat tribe for goat yoga, and it didn't happen. Because that's actually not normal. That's crazy. What happened with MetaZoo and Kickstarter and First Edition is not normal. It's totally insane. And so people are going to have to, oh, I knew you were in here somewhere. Look at this little gem. He's like scratched up. His corners bashed in. Is the shrink wrap even intact? I hope not. I hope it's beat up. Well, my man, this is clearly the luckiest box in the set. Let's finish our little thought. You're going to have to unwind these positions, these short-term people that bought in more than they can afford to hang on to, the fast money people that are already moving on from MetaZoo, and they're trying to find the next hot thing, right? They go to a Cora, and then they go to the pot game, and then they go to whatever the thing is, and they're all desperately, not all of them, I'm not talking about you, I'm just talking about a lot of people, are desperately pumping their next thing that they're hoping is going to moon, and in the current climate, it's almost certainly not going to, right? Because money is just increasingly tight as we move forward into 2022, and it's going to be tough. So if you're looking to get into Nightfall, you probably don't have to hurry. You can just kind of hang out in the context of an underlying recession and all this garbage. Just kind of hang out. But if you see a box for $140 or $135 or MSRP, I mean, it's hard to go wrong with that. Or even $150, $160. Like, if you've been waiting for the whole year, or if you're new to MetaZoo, what a great time. And I definitely always recommend the booster box product for Nightfall, because even though every now and then you get a booster box that is reverse hollow heavy, the significant majority of them seem to be really favorable as far as full hollow pulls, and we have seen God packs and secret rares, old scratch, coming out of the booster boxes. So good luck, Hoover. Let's get this done. Gosh, it seems like only yesterday we were cracking. No, it's been a while, right? Since we've had the luxury, the fortune of opening some Nightfall First Edition MetaZoo gorgeousness. This was released last October. October of 2021, this came out of the gate really hot, sold out instantly. A bunch of people hoarded it, held onto it, and so it went from $140 MSRP. It was selling for like $350 or something a few weeks before release, and then at release it was like $240 or $220, and it's kind of bounced for a long time. It bounced between $200 and $250, and then when the recession hit in the spring, like early spring or in the winter more recently, it just went like with everything else, it went, and so now it's just kicking the gutter. So we're going to open this up and try to pull from it a God pack or an old scratch or something else amazing and let Sting taste what he has not tasted for far too long. Yeah, it's a cool thing having the opportunity to go in and open some of this, quote, older stuff, as old as anything is, in the context of MetaZoo's fledgling lifespan so far. It is cool. I'm really excited to, over the years, as everything ages, just be able to kind of go back every now and then and revisit some old sets, open things up, and just enjoy it. Take our time, breathe in that sweet, sweet, dusty cardboard, and go from there. How do you like the Learn to Play playmat? If you guys seen this yet, most of you have probably already seen this, but you can get this on argosanon.com, www.argosanon.com. This is a premium stitched playmat. It's not low quality, it's high quality, but I priced it at just under 20 bucks because I wanted to make it just super affordable for people who want to learn how to play. Have all the status effects for the game on their sideboard. Little reminders like, you know, Cemetery, this is where spells and potions go. Limbo for beasties and artifacts, and all like the traits that you'll find on the beasties and stuff. So if you want that, yeah, a little bit less than 20 bucks, even though it is a high quality, premium, stitched, super classy playmat. It's sturdy enough that if you don't use it to play, you can always like roll a body in it and bury it in the woods, and it'll hold the smell back for 2 months or your money back. All right, so we have 36 packs here, my man. Let's just get to cracking, Captain. So if you remember, the way Nightfall went, the way Nightfall was with the world of MetaZoo was the booster boxes were lit, basically. The booster boxes were like lit up. They were awesome. God, that spell's insane. We're going to put him aside, talk about him later. And the other products were like less lit, you know? The booster boxes were super good. So we're going to see if we get one of those boxes, though every now and then, unfortunately, if you're not quite as lucky, you did get a reverse hollow heavy booster box. So maybe we'll even be organized today and we'll make like cute little piles. Let's make cute little piles. Yeah, so most of the time, the booster boxes are good, and you're going to get like a statistically larger than average number of full hollows. But every now and then you get the other side of that coin, you get like you just get like the reverse hollow heavy box. So Absorb Aura, let's talk about him for a moment. This card's hilarious. So they're putting out obviously some cards to try and hate on the zero cost cards that are super powerful in MetaZoo. And so they make a card like this. It costs 0 and it's auraless, so like anyone can play it. Just like many of the cards it's being put in there to get rid of. Well, Chaos Crystal, I guess. And then you destroy target artifact that has an aura cost of 0. You bookmark a page and generate 1 aura. So the reason I love this is because what this basically is a card that you put in your deck to blow your own stuff up. I mean, you can blow up your opponent's thing and it's amazing. But you can just, if you can't blow up your opponent's aurafact, you just blow up your own aurafact. And then you get you can even exhaust it. You exhaust your aurafact for aura. And then you blow it up for 0, get another aura from it, and bookmark a page. So you get to draw a replacement card. This card's insane. But unfortunately, what you're going to find is that over time, if you keep filling in these 0 cost, like insane, card draw and aura generating cards, then your power decks are all just going to be filled with aurafacts and destroy aurafacts. Like it'll decrease the linearity of play and the diversity, in my humble opinion. That's the trap. It's a trap. Absorb Aura is a trap. But we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. There's a reason that in some other longer standing card games, they got rid of those hyper powerful 0 cost things. You very rarely see 0 cost things in some of these other games. It's just because it's very difficult to balance. And then when you try to balance it with another uber powerful thing, you just create another uber powerful problem sometimes. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Full Hollow Unlucky 13 Abduction. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And of course you have your non-hollow golds in Nightfall. So we're going to see a lot of that. I suppose going forward, we're going to see the attempts to balance super powerful cards with super powerful counters. And we'll just have to see how that goes. I don't know. Brave. It's a bold new world. Power balancing in MetaZoo. Old Scratch comes... Oh! That's interesting. Okay, so we got another Unlucky 13 Full Hollow Abduction. Huh. So the Unlucky 13 in Nightfall, those are the cards that are only available in Full Hollow. And it's analogous to the Obnoxious 9 in Kryptonation base set and the Wild 7. Let's put these up top. Come on. We don't want to hang out there with the riffraff. Let's do that. Yeah, it's analogous with the Obnoxious 9 and the unlucky 13. So I suppose in UFO, we're going to have that as well. We're going to have something similar. Full hollow Grafton Monster. Look at that guy. He's gorgeous. Everyone was very excited to get the Grafton Monster in Revive, am I right? I saw one poor soul ended up getting gosh, I think he had I think he showed like 10, 15 boxes of Revive, and he ended up getting mostly Grafton Monsters. It was pretty wild. Boilover, I think that's another unlucky 13. Cool. Awesome, dude. So you're lining them up. The difference, though, is when you look at Obnoxious 9 and Cryptid Nation, and in the Wild 7, fortunately, of Wilderness, then when you got... Oh, I love this card. Potion Shell is one of my favorite cards by far. We're going to put him aside and tell that wonderful story. The mechanic is so fantastic. Just the theme and the mechanic, the function of this is really on point. Big fan. Nice job, Potion Seller creators. One of my favorite cards. Good stuff. Yeah, so in Cryptid Nation with the Obnoxious 9, they were full hollow headless horseman interrupts the story of the Obnoxious 9. Awesome, dude. So this must be a full hollow heavy box. You guys noticing that? At least it's starting off that way. Awesome. Hopefully we can keep these hot hits coming for you, my friend. That's why we picked the damaged boxes, man. Damaged boxes are lucky. That's how it goes. At the end, we'll have to pull out the super hits and separate it from the Grafton Monsters. So in Cryptid Nation, your Obnoxious 9 did not have a non-hollow counterpart. So the only way to get them... What? Did we just... Dude, we just Headless Horseman into a Wendigo. Wow. Oh my god. This is do you guys remember the boxes we opened last fall? In a River of Time, very nice. I swear the boxes I get sometimes, I get these insane veins of cards where it's just the luck becomes a little stupid sometimes. I mean, look at this. Full Hollow Wendy, Full Hollow Headless, Potion Seller, 3 unlucky 13s, and we've barely started this. Let's put him down here, and then we can start like a Mad Hits. Let's do that. We'll do a Mad Hits. We'll put our U13 over here if I remember which ones they are, and then our Full Hollow Golds and our Reverse Hollows over here. Boom. There we go. Yeah, man. We had an insane vein of luck. We had so many good boxes. We had that God Pack box that we pulled out. We had a lot of good stuff. I would love to just... And an Intrid Gold. Dude. Oh, it's looking like a good box, man. I'm happy for you. That's super cool. Yeah, so I'm messing up all my piles. I can't find anything. So in Cryptid Nation, what supported the values of the Obnoxious 9 is that you couldn't get them as non-hollows, right? And so they remained feeling special. And then in Nightfall, they went to wait, another one? Okay, no, Dark Watcher is cool. They went to doing it where everything is available in a non-hollow gold, because a couple of people they want everything to be free, and so they think that's a great idea because what could possibly go wrong? And so what happens then though is you make everything super available, and it gets rid of the chase, and then it overpopulates certain cards that are supposed to be rare, and then I don't know, it's in a Full Hollow Hell's Gate. I freaking love this card. Anyway, I personally think they went the right way with Wilderness, going back to supporting the value of the chase cards by not making them just ridiculously easy to get in a non-hollow form. That's what I think. Because, look, people aren't going to buy your boxes if they don't have to, right? And they're definitely not going to buy their boxes if there isn't value in it. And so, what do you want? Do you want... if everyone has free cards and the values get crushed and there's too many rares, so they're not really rare, then when the values get crushed, you have all these stores that bought all these boxes thinking they're going to be able to sell the boxes. And then when there isn't enough value in the boxes, people don't buy them. And then stores can't sell them. And then stores stop buying the next set because the last set is still sitting on the shelf. Hey, we finally got a Reverse Hollow. All right, and a Bell Witch. Cool. And some tokens and stuff. I like it. So you can't do it. You can't do it that way. You can't go too far that way. And in Nightfall, fortunately, there was enough hype with a lot of the beasties that some of them did maintain value. There was, but it's not always going to be like that. And you're playing with fire if you make everything super easy to get. If you do that. And so I personally think Wilderness did a good job at taking the Wild 7 back, dialing them back, and making them a little harder to get. Because if they hadn't done that, then it is my opinion the values would be much lower than they are now. Unfortunately, with Wilderness, they are holding in there. Unlucky 13, Divine Covenant. Very cool. Big fan of that artwork. Love that. That's super fun. Yeah, it's an interesting thing. You know, everybody wants stuff. Like, everybody wants stuff. Everyone wants free stuff. But you can't do it. Isn't Jack Frost kind of a chase, too? Do we put him up there? Hell's Gate. So we have 4 Unlucky 13. Put these over there. I kind of want to put everything as a chase. Maybe my bar is too low. Potion Seller, Hell's Gate. I love everything. But they are awesome, so what do you do? Yeah, man, you have to maintain the chase because you got to sell boxes. And another full holo Jack Frost and another Flood the Earth. Fantastic. And someone will say, you know, that makes it hard for players. But look, it's a balance. It's a balance. It's part of the ecosystem. You have to support stores. You have to support players. You got to support collectors. It's all part of a balance, you know. And everyone's going to want more of everything. And so as a game creator, you kind of have to just like not give them what they want when it's harmful. Because they're never going to stop asking, right? Everyone's just going to want what they want, and they're going to talk about it. And you kind of have to be able to be like gracefully just not give it to them when it's not a good idea. Frank Shaw's Gargoyle and a Permafrost. Cool, man. So you've only had 2 reverse holos so far, and we have to be like halfway through this box of delicious MetaZoo Nightfall. This is what I'm talking about, man. The Cryptid Nation First Edition booster boxes and the Nightfall booster boxes. Unlucky 13 Alaskan Vortex coming in hot. They are crispy, and every now and then what you'll hear, every now and then someone will go on Discord or Facebook, and it's fine, I get it, and they're gonna be like, I opened a booster box and it was a bad experience, and you just need to know, like, that's not normal. That is the minority of these boxes. Most of them are hot. Another Grafted Monster and an Alaskan Vortex non-holo. That's what I'm talking about. See, you have an Unlucky 13 in Nightfall, and then here is your easy to get common version, and here's your Unlucky 13 version. And so then, like, how special is this if you get a ton of them? Nightfall had so many golds. There's so many golds in these boxes because you get like, you know, because it's full holo heavy, most of the holo hits are golds because all the full holo holos are gold, right? And then you get one other gold in every pack. So you're talking like you're getting like 60 something golds per box minimum, and you only had 30 something in a set, right? So I mean, it's not uncommon to, if you consider non-holo golds as well, to complete a set of Nightfall, just like a set by the card. Nice pack art Bellwitch, that's good, in just one box because there's just so many golds in it. So it's gonna be interesting to see if they maintain that level of oh, do we get a Grim? Oh, it's a non-holo Grim. Hey, River of Time. Gorgeous. Oh, that's a hit for sure. That is awesome, man. I don't know what these are worth now, but what a smoking hot pull. That is nice. I feel like we should put that up top. Just because it's River of Time, dude. We got to have that up top. What's it got? Last time I checked, it was like 15 bucks. Is it still there? Or did it go up or go down? Because it's like so obviously a time walk. No way. And we got our Grim? Nice job, man. I'm happy for you. This is awesome. Time to delete the video. You know how it is. It's all right. I'm going to open another box. It's going to be garbage. And then I'll throw this away, bury it. No one will have to know. I won't even tell my wife. Nobody needs to know about the amazing pulls of Hoover's first box. Boop. And another Unlucky 13 Boilover. All right. Yeah, man. In early Magic, they messed with rarities too, didn't they? They had Arabian Nights. You had like common 1, common 2, uncommon 1, and common 2. It's normal to mess with rarities and try and figure out the magic. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, you're trying to structure your set composition in a way that drives the continued opening of boxes one way or another. And so everything has an effect, right? Everything you do to your box is going to have an impact on something else. Hey, another reverse holo. Huh. Well, you're up to 3. There you go. So, for example, lottery cards. Lottery cards are going to drive more box opening, which is nice. It sells more boxes, right? It also will, over time, because it drives more box opening, beautiful full holo potion seller, once again. It's going to increase the long-term value of sealed boxes because it'll drive the continued opening of sealed boxes for the lotto cards, like golden tickets and whatever else, secret rares and stuff like that. We've seen that in other games. But then the other effect, the downstream effect of that, is that the single card values in those boxes tend to get crushed. And that's just because everyone's chasing they're chasing the lotto cards, and so they tend to open more product than they normally would. And then the average cards, the value of the average cards get crushed down to, $1, a quarter, or whatever. And we've seen that in other games too. And so when you look at MetaZoo, you see that largely. You see, like, some of the chase cards are still there, but in some of the sets, there are some cards that really are beautiful. Unlucky 13 Prism Beam, very nice. And a Grafton Monster. There are some cards that people, I think, thought would have held better value, and the values just get crushed. And part of that is that people are opening much more than they normally would because they're chasing those lotto cards. They're doing it on Whatnot. They're doing it in their homes, just all kinds of stuff. Stores are opening. They're like doing more mass openings because they can make money back if they hit that lotto card, even if they never hit it. They might chase it to try. Beautiful. Unlucky 13 Divine Covenant. Very cool. Yeah, so, you just cause and effect, cause and effect. You got to think of, like, all the different ramifications. So when you start changing your rarity tiers, you have to think, okay, why am I doing it? What is the purpose? Is the purpose to maintain card value? Like, if you decrease the hit rate of a card in a set, are you hoping that it will then maintain the value of that card, which will then maintain box value? Hey, nice non-holo Mothman. It's not hollow, but it's still a Mothman. Yeah, and then, or what? What are you hoping? And is it super playable, like a Prism Aura? And is that good or bad? If you're worried about the rest of the set, maybe that's good because it'll maintain box value. And then stores will be able to keep selling it, and then they'll be happy with you. Nice, beautiful Hope Diamond. Huge fan of this artwork. Chris, we were talking about this at the at Fort Worth Collecticon just last weekend, about this exact card. This has always been one of my favorite artworks because I'm just a sucker for shiny things, I guess. From Nightfall, very, very cool. Nice job, Chris, on that. Yeah, dude, you got to think about it. It's gonna be interesting then going forward to see what are the shifts that that MetaZoo makes with their rarities. They've already done it with every set so far. They've shifted in some way. Personally, I think the base set had a nice one, but it was so distorted. Like, the values are distorted by the collectible chase of the base set. And once you go into sets that don't have that base set collectability, it's going to be interesting to see how they hold up, with a bunch of different secret rares, and will they short print the unluckies or the wilds or the obnoxious? Another Indra Cold, dude. That's awesome. What are they going to do for all this stuff? What are they going to do for UFO? I assume they're going to have another run of, like, stuff, and are they going to short print them like the Wild 7, like I suspect the Wild 7 are? Or are they not? Well, we only have a couple packs left, my man. You are doing a fantastic job. Another full holo Bell Witch. You're murdering the full holo rates. I don't know, for those of you who've been paying attention, bro is at like 30 full holos. He's only had 4 reverse holos. What's the value on this? You got this for a pretty good deal, actually. You've got to be getting some good value on this box, I would think. Oh, he hits number 5. If we could get a Mothman, or obviously a God Pack or an Old Scratch in this last pack, that would be an amazing box. But beggars can't be choosers. All right, let's see how we do. Got our Nightmare, Trinity Amulet, T. Kettler, Banish, Headless Nun, Unlucky Potion, Obsidian Obelisk, and an Old Books Crying Tree. All right, well, there you go, ladies and gents. Thanks for coming by. I always appreciate this opportunity to entertain the fine peoples of MetaZoo with other people's cards. This is always fun. I love going back to this. Thank you, Hoover, for giving us this opportunity to enjoy Nightfall. That was very cool. Here's your hits, man. You did very, very well. These are all, what, Unlucky 13. You got 8 of them? You got 8 Unlucky 13, 2 Jack Frost, 2 Injured Cold, a Wendigo, a Headless Horseman, River of Time, Grim Reaper, and then all of this ridiculousness on the side. Potion Sellers, Hell's Gate, oh, the amazing Grafton Monster, everyone's favorite card. Awesome stuff, dude. Very, very nice. Well, I'm looking forward to diving into the next chunk of this man's product. We do have, what do we have next? We have some fan art blister packs, Crypto Nation 2nd Edition blister packs to open up, and then a couple boxes of Magic Cast to enjoy as well for my friend and patron Hoover. Awesome, dudes. This is all for it. Now I will see you later this week. This is Argos.